Hello everyone, Tech1421 here. Welcome back with another Wi-Fi battle here on the Pokemon Showdown. Got a pretty interesting match for everyone today. The person that I was playing against was a pretty nice person. We were talking after the game a little bit about some of our things on our team, so it was pretty good. So I got a good understanding of his team, or her team, whatever. I'm pretty sure it's he. Could be wrong though, I do apologize. But anyways, I lead with this Shuckle. This is an RU match. And what was really cool is that we weren't really using overpowered things per se, even though this tier is really broken right now. I'll lead with my Shuckle. I want to get my hazards up as fast as I can. The rocks aren't going to be too beneficial, but the sticky web is going to be really, really nice. And then I managed to knock off the scarf of the Magneton, so that's really nice as well. I go into Kling Klang thinking that I could do a decent amount of work to his team, and I kind of misplayed it a little bit. I got off my shift gear, and this is a physically variant Kling Klang with some attack, so the Volt Switch actually did a lot more than I thought it would. And then he goes into Drapion, and of course the Drapion has the Rocky Helmet with the ability Dry Skin, not Dry Skin, I forget what it's called. We'll see here in a second what it's called. I always forget the name of some of these things. But yeah, I just go ahead and get some more health back. But there it is, Rough Skin. I knew it was something skin, but Rough Skin is going to bring me down and actually going to kill me. So that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And I am going to go ahead and go into Shuckle again. And I didn't realize that if I went for the knockoff and I ended up dying from the Rough Skin, that it wouldn't actually knock off his Rocky Helmet. So kind of an interesting little play there. I didn't understand how it worked, and I miss my Will-O-Wisp, which is really unfortunate. He misses the Earthquake because I have Levitate. I actually have two things with Levitate on this team, which is kind of cool. And this Weezing has Destiny Bond, as well as the Mismagius has Destiny Bond as well, so that's kind of cool there. I set the Toxic Spikes. Again, he doesn't have a Defogger or Spinner, so went ahead and went for the Spikes, or the Toxic Spikes, to get some, conditions on some things, get some poison on pretty much his entire team, so that's really nice there. I chose to save the Weezing just in case, I can Destiny Bond something later in the game. And I went to Parasect. I didn't see a really huge concern. I mean, I didn't really need Parasect too much, just because I do have my Mismagius who has Thunderbolt to take on the Slow King and the Omnistar. So I wasn't really too worried about that. So now I'm going to go ahead and go into my Mismagius, the star player of the game. And right now it's 3 versus 6. And he has 2 weak Pokemon. I have 1 weak Pokemon. And now my Mismagius is pretty weak as well. But thankfully, due to the leftovers and the Leech Seed, I do manage to get halfway back to full health. So I have half health right now. He's going to go into this thing. I went for the Nasty Plot, so now I'm ×2 special attack, and I go for the Shadow Ball, which knocks it out in 1 hit, which is really nice. And he goes into the King, his Slow King, and I probably should have gone for a Shadow Ball here. I'm thinking it probably would have done more damage because of Stab, and might have actually killed after the poison, but I went ahead and went for the Thunderbolt, so I'm not sure the calcs on that, but I probably should have gone for the Shadow Ball nonetheless. I go for Shadow Ball this time, and he actually goes for Scold. I get fully paralyzed. Unfortunate, but it is what it is, and now I'm going to go for another Shadow Ball. This one does hit, knocks out the Slow King, so we are down to 3 Pokemon apiece, and Mismagius put in some work. Now, this is a little bit of misplay on his part. Probably should have gone right into Hypnolee and knocked me out, because he would have been faster even with the sticky web shenanigans. But I do manage to get past my paralyze and go for Thunderbolt, knocks down in 1 hit, because super effective ×2 Thunderbolt is he's not gonna appreciate that. But here comes the Hypnolee, and his name is definitely worth, I guess, mentioning, because I did not expect this thing to do that much damage as it was doing, especially to my Poliwrath, and you'll see here in a second. It was very, very unexpected. I definitely want to try out his Hypnolee set. I got a good understanding of what it was after the game, so I'm probably going to try that out later. And again, here comes the Rocky helmet that I didn't realize that it was still on there because I thought I knocked it off early in the game, but it wouldn't have mattered too much. He goes into the hit melee, which somehow, someway, is still faster than me. And I guess just because Polyrath's speed is so terrible. So yeah, and he had this berry on here, which I'm not exactly sure what it does, but it gave him an attack raise. And he's actually going to knock me out with the reversal. And if I didn't have the poison on there, that might have been GG. But thankfully the poison does do the trick. Very, very good game, sir. And hope everyone in the that was watching enjoyed. And I'll see everyone next time. Peace.